breakout or bust Trey Lance?
Well, as we know, it's very contingent. And if he could somehow take starting job or something happens to Purdy. So I give the two-way answer. Like, seriously, if he can find a way to get playing time and like get out there with the starters, whether it's through injury or actually winning the job, rare chance. But again, I'm just speaking hypothetically. I think there's no way he's not going to have a good year. Like, it's kind of just, you're starting for the Niners, you're going to have a good year. Even if Sam Darnold found his way out there, Sam Darnold could put up like a Pro Bowl season. You know what I mean?
I agree. Something I also want to point out about Trey Lance, he's only 23. So he's
crazy.
Very, very young. And I think he's one of those guys where it's just going to be like, he needs to change his scenery. Like, and so this is something that we'll talk about later. But you remember like the Trey Lance to Minnesota rumors were kind of like, oh, sorry.
Little alarm.
Yeah, I just got to repeat that just to check the cameras. But anyway, Trey Lance to Minnesota rumors. Well, from my understanding, I saw something today that we'll talk about a little bit later. Unless we want to talk about it now. Kirk Cousins is not. Let's talk about this later. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings are not having contract extension talks.
We're definitely going to bring this back up later.
So my thing is like, I think he needs to change the scenery. And barring a injury to Brock Purdy, there's no way Trey Lance starts. And I also think they don't want to play Lance because if he gets hurt, they cannot get anything for him. And that's a reason why they signed Darnold.
No, yeah. Dude, quietly, I'm sure there are still calls being made. Because again, John Lynch can sit here all he wants and tell me that he's part of the future. It's his job. He doesn't want to make Trey feel uncomfortable. He doesn't want to make that situation awkward at practice. I get it. It's his job. But the reality is, dude, there's no way that at least once a week he's not talked to one team at least once a week and just kind of just chopped it up. Just throwing details out there. Obviously, they come nowhere close to an agreement. Nothing's actually set. But there's no doubt like that. Those talks happen. Like it has to, because again, he's not just sitting on an asset worth as much as Trey Lance with his thumb. Like it's just not what it is. No, it would make no sense because Trey Lance is such a high value asset. Even though we're not seeing him out on the field, probably a top 4 or 5 highest valued asset on the Niners, and the Niners have tons of assets.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go bust this year for Trey Lance.
So, he's very contingent on his situation.
Yeah, and also if Purdy can do what he did last year, it's going to be interesting.